We're back in the building once again for your weekly random OU live. This is not a team builder live. I do not have the time to do the team builder and get the live recorded. It's almost 6 o'clock. This is supposed to, my videos usually get pre-uploaded and whatnot, so it auto releases at 6. So I say that to say we're likely gonna be a little later on the recording. So actually crafting a team and whatnot, it's just not happening today. So I'll aim for tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Monday for sure. Because Sundays. Well, no, now that I don't have Joey and I hit top 10. If you didn't know, definitely check out that episode. Especially the last couple were amazing. So definitely check those out. But yeah, that had ended. So perhaps some new things can come on the horizon. Where the fuck is home? That's what we're all thinking, right? Where's home at? But anyway, Terra Dark on this. Terra Dark alum. I'm gonna change it to flying. I like flying when the gambit has nothing special about it, or the team isn't structured around its Terra type. Dark is good versus very specific builds, but most of the time flying can sweep by itself because Tusk is going to be most people's only answer. So that said, maybe we can curse Gargan. Can see that being a thing. We just got to figure out what's going to be trying to trick Whirlwinders, all that stuff. But beyond that, and we got to see if this is Covert Cloak. We can specs armor some things. Let me see, if I trick Tinglu, what does he have for bold? He has his own. If I Terra Fairy, that's no longer true. Pole's actually looking handsome. Let's see. So first we gotta beat down his Tinglu. How do we do that? Alright, so what we're gonna do is Gargan real fast. Real early. Have fun, bro. Oh, that 2 kills, right? I'm max with F. Shit. I need this. That's probably a roll. I'll get the health back versus Pex. I knew he was gonna rocks, but it's not worth the risk. Knock is the best player. Covers all things. I'm defog too. Okay, yeah. So Knock's the best play. I'm spin plus fog, so no reason ever to knock. Plus, for the long game, when Hatterene's leftovers gets knocked off, is going to help my Garganacl big time. Big time helping my Garganacl now. A lot of these don't run Mystical Fire these days. I've come to notice they'll run like Nuzzle and such. I'll still defog even if it's special. Even if it's Wisp special, all that stuff. So we're a similar set. Say Thunder Wave and misses Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave. Talk about my Corviknight not having his scum strats. I wonder why T-Wave the second time versus Will-O-Wisping again. I'm trying to think what could have been the benefit of Thunder Waving. So now he told me his set, because he has to have stab on the last two. Well, not necessarily stab, but So now that I know his Tinglu set as well, I can always just Tusk. Yep. And now EQ is, well, EQ was always free. But now that Hatterene's item is gone, I can EQ freely. Really freely. So Hatterene's gonna get bombarded. Oh, it's a 2-hit KO. Terra Flying coming up? You Terra Flying, bro? This is a problem. Tusk offensive typing is a problem. Like ground moves, problem. Hatterene, problem. Interestingly enough, I guess he doesn't know that he's probably not bulk up Tusk. Well, he should be, or he's offensive. Because he's very weak to bulk up if I did have that. Depending on what his Valiant is, if it's booster, but depending on my Terra type, that would get washed. And I say that because he seems to not want to go Tusk, because it could spin back. But I suppose he's like, okay, well, if he rocks and get greedy, I want to catch him. But at the same time, you're really pressing for rocks not to be up. So finally he goes Tusk. I was like, you're really pressing for rocks not to be up when it's really not that deep. Not versus my team. Not versus your own team. So obviously, if his Tusk gets dropped, it opens up Gambit, which is where Terra Flying would have been dope because it would cover the Valiant Moonblast. But I can still get CC'd. So the question is, why do I want like my Tusk item is gonna get dropped here? My alternative could be to go hard Corviknight. Corviknight's max per def side walls the Polt and probably Valiant. I mean, really can't beat my Corviknight. Yeah, so he is bulk up. Okay, which means we're staring down knockoff. I was like, I think he should be based on his team. So now he's gonna knock off, which is an issue because I need to go hard Polt. So I could Corviknight U-turn. What I'll do is Corviknight first. I didn't want to take this. He's Ice Spinner. Interesting. So I can still U-turn. Even if he rapid spins, I should be faster with my Polt. On the off chance I'm not, I'm going to Terra and Will-O-Wisp. Because he should Ice Spinner bulk up. I mean, he has to have Earthquake as his last move. So let's say he's faster. He'd Ice Spinner over EQ. I don't think I die to EQ anyway. So I Terra Fairy. Let's see if this Pex can break my sub. Because this is going to get gnarly. I told you the Dragapult was an issue. I didn't want a Terra, but I don't need the Terra on anything else. Tinglu being burnt is blessed for the long run. I would have liked my Terra on Garg, but I didn't need it, you know? So he's going to Whirlwind, obviously, so it commits to the rocks. Interesting. I don't know why he's doing this considering I have Corviknight. So it's a complete waste of a Tinglu. Tusk is Ice Spinner, which is annoying. So Armor Rouge is getting... I knew he'd Whirlwind, that's why I didn't... It's a little annoying that I got Dragapult. I wanted Corviknight. But Corviknight defogs on literally everything. And Dragapult's positioning is amazing, being terrifying. I mean, being... This is odd. You're dying. Yeah. So Roy is really shook. I mean, he must not be Booster Valiant. The problem is that... Well, depending on what his Valiant is. So it is Booster. It can't knock me out. It might be physical Booster. Because this is an issue for me depending on its set. If it's special, then Armor Rouge can take one hit. If it's physical... Because his Tusk is actually concerning if I let it get out of hand. But that shit could easily sweep me. So let's think this through. Let's say it's physical and I don't get any damage here. Then I'll have to go Tusk. I'm a Will-O-Wisp. So he's Calm Mind. This could be ideal and it could not be at the same damn time. So I'm gonna give up my no. Yeah. Well, this could go a couple ways. It really just depends on what the set is. So if I give up Gambit, because I might have to go Garg and Guardian to get 2 KO. That's what I'm thinking. And then after that, the Dragapult is going to try to wisp me, and it has leftovers. So if I can't avoid it, I want. So I'm probably not going to get Corviknight back up to optimal. But if it's a non-T-Bolt variant, I'm gonna sack my Great Tusk actually. A Great Tusk is my weakest link. Sure, it keeps the hazards up, but let's see if he has anything to touch this. So I Psychic here. Covers, did he Terra? No, he hasn't Terra'd yet. Terra Steeled, and Valiant would be able to, Gambit would be able to sucker. Terra Fairies. Wow. Armor Rouge, you fucking king. Burn knocks him out. Blessed. Armor Rouge is bulky as shit. Not really. But it was a really clutch survival there. I wasn't sure what his Terra was. If he knocked me out, I may have lost. Depends on what his other moves was. Garg could take one hit. I could have gone Garg first and Salt Cured. I partly want to keep Garg just so that I can curse and Salt Cure his Great Tusk, because I'm gonna need that like right now. Because I could go, yeah, I'll go Garg here and I'll curse. Is it better to curse? Yeah, it's better to curse, because in case he darts and that too, it kills me. I don't know if this is haze. I don't know if it's covert. If it's covert, then it's annoying. It's not covert, which is blessed. Yeah. He's offensive? That did 38 to me. So I guess offensive is like the wave now. So we'll curse again, obviously. The big thing is that I needed the Great Tusk to be cured, because I removed his leftovers. So now all I need to do is curse spam. Yeah. Recover here. And is that +1? CQ did a fuck ton to me, Jesus. But as long as he can't rapid spin, I can come in and revenge kill him. Yeah. Okay, Garg, go. Garg's still Garganacl. Don't ever forget who Garg is, boys. Like, Garg is still that guy. I'll just EQ. He'll do enough to where, so I'm not playing with the crits. He'll do enough to where, none of the other two can beat me. I guess if the Dragapult crits, but I have Lum Gambit, so, and the Pex is way too low. So just recover here, because we'll have fun. Now he should crit fish. Recover once more, even though it's very unlikely that I shouldn't have Salt Cured there. I should have EQ'd. But yeah, I wonder how much Salt Cure would have done. Oh, this account decayed mad much. But yeah, the Valiant, because his Tusk was bulk up, and it dawned on me literally in the middle. I was like, oh shit, I got nothing for that. I have nothing for bulk up. Very cool looking team. I'm excited to play. Curse Garg is gonna be my guy here. Garg is definitely something I want to Terra here, because it actually walls Cerilage if it's bulk up Cerilage, and because it guards against Ghost and Fire, because it's gonna be a water type. Zoroark, I know sometimes they run Trick, or well, a lot of times they run Trick, but sometimes they run Grass and Knots, so I want to be careful around that to not get too out of control. It's funny because Terra Flying Gambit would also do a number on him, but so would regular Gambit. My Polt upon substituting is devastating. Corvinado, Tusk is there for his Gambit. Corvinado versus Glamora. Corvinado versus the majority of his team is a phenomenal situation. Armor Rouge upon clicking Armor Cannon would be good. I think Armor Rouge, what's his Armor Rouge switch in? Wiggly Buff or whatever that shit is called. So I tricked that shit away. How relevant is that? It's decently relevant. So to ensure the greatest possible outcomes, what I'm gonna do, because what this does is I can 1v1 Glamora with my Corviknight, and if this is Zoroark, I can just Brave Bird to it, KO it. So I've seen a lot of them not run a Fire Stab, so it is Glamora, and there's nothing you can stop the dude to stop the defog, right? So he was probably not expecting defog, but Power Gem isn't doing shit, so I 1v1 him. Oh, he's going for the crit. I feel it. Pressure, right? Yeah. She don't like covert on this. Lefties would be clutch both games. I don't know if Garg is relevant enough, but I can see the Power Gem is a lot of PP. Okay, so Power Gem's doing 29, so I got a Roost here. He knows this. Defog this turn. This internet's fucking up. Looking up. So BB, how much is Braver doing? It was doing some. I think he might hard switch this turn, yeah. For expecting me to roost. Because that would be a turn where I roost. So he essentially got very little out of it. I mean, he wasted a lot of my roosts. And, is it rain? Can't remember, it's 76 outside. But, nah, I'm not gonna answer. Oh, Garg walls Sarah Legend is normal typing too. But I've seen this shit run all kinds of shit. So, I don't even know what to expect. I've seen it run CC. I've seen it run like Terra Grass with some booster stuff. This is a scary mon. I don't know what to expect, truth be told to you. What do I do here? What do I do here? Let's say he Swords Dances. Let's say he Swords Dances. What goes Hard Tusk? Okay, SD. So I'm expecting some kind of Terra. The question is, what do I do about that? Okay. I'm knocking primarily so my Gambit can beat this shit later. Crit me there, which is really lame. That's a really, really big crit. Oh god. That's a very important crit. Now he can kill me. That's such a big crit. I could Terra here. That's a big crit. I need this gone. If I Terra though, my Garg can't Terra. My Garg can't Terra. Well, my alternative, I'll let him kill me here. That's such a fucking big crit, man. Golly. Okay, I know what I can do instead. A few Bitter Blaze again. Good play. It's a little greedy. That's a little greedy. See, that's what they run. That's fine. I'm willing to trade Gambit. You had a whole ass Great Tusk. So I'm more than okay with that. Because the crit there was really, really big. So he didn't have CC, which means I could have went Garg on him. I just don't know what those things run. So now I can, Glamora? Why? But why is it that full? Let's see V-Specs. Let's see his plot. So U-turn, break the side. Okay, that's fine. I take a ton from it, a lot more than I'd have liked to take. Now sub here. If I can't, Hyper Voice is the only thing that could go through the sub. The straight for Gambit. See if it's Lum. If it's not Lum, then we're in good. Oh, we're in great standings. He obviously doubles here. But now that I know, I guess I don't know his set completely. What do I want to do? Let's see. Oh, he has Grass Knot. So that is a thing. Oh, he just Grass Knotted to hit my Tusk. He wasn't really Grass Knotting to predict. It's really bad. That is really bad. But my Pult is a huge issue for him. Oh, my Garg was supposed to be a huge issue. Shit. Shoot. Especially because if he's woke up Tusk, I'm in a bind. So I'll do is keep Armor Rouge's Terra. Stay outside Corby. I'll try to survive here. Okay, he anticipated me to go Dragapult. That's a really big. That's a really big turn. Him over anticipating, him overextending there was a really big deal. Because now Garganacl is back in the game. So he's gonna Grass Knot here 100%. Even if he Shadow Balls, it would have been fine. Shadow Ball did Gomorrah, nasty play. Shadow Ball at 27. Okay, that's why he Shadow Ball, because it's not even a KO. Well, it is now. So he always just starts here. No, we hex. No. No, we sub still. Because we don't want Glamora getting, what's that thing called? Poison darts. You know what I'm saying? Ah, very cool. Very interesting indeed. Speed boost, huh? Come on, man. That's such a big fucking miss. That might be it. No, depends. I need this alive though. Screen Tails is really weak though, so I can bank on that being the case. But the miss, man. You know, it's funny. I thought about putting Psyshock on this, but I didn't. If I did, I would have been in good condition here. If I, he's not too KOing me, it seems. If I trick him, he's going to be Specs, which that loses me the game. Yeah, fuck, man. I need a crit. That is so lame, man. Because I'd have gotten a big hex off, even if he got the boost. Now I have no damage on him, which is the, like, yeah, it is what it is. I can't win anymore because he has the speed boost. I mean, I can hope Garg takes a hit. If Garg takes a hit, then I can... Garg is max with F. That's really lame, man. Okay, it did. Okay, blessed. So maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope. How would Garg get his health back? Garg can't get his health back. I needed Garg to get his health back. Him going Tusk first is blessed. Because I need to rapid spin and he knows that. So let's say he headlong rush locks. I need to have this bolt alive. Please hit. Okay, blessed. So let's say EQs. I hex here every time. I should go hard Gambit. Now he's gonna double a Zoroark. Or he could. If he doubles the Zoroark, does he win? I'd knock him out and he go Gambit and win. Yeah, he's gonna double his Zoroark, isn't he? He didn't, okay. Now he should go Zoro. He goes Tusk first. Now he should go Zoro. Headlong rush. Okay. Fucking banded. This is an issue. If I knew that, I'd have spun the last turn. Because if I spin here, I'm not faster than his Zoroark. I'm too slow. Zoroark shouldn't be able to one-shot Polt. Let me see. Calc. Yeah, I don't think Zoroark can one-shot Polt. So let's say that I rocks here. He'd go Zoroark and he'd have one switch in. I'd go Zoroark, he has one switch in. I'd have to take... I'll be at 20-something%, which means I beat Gambit. Okay. So he shouldn't be able to knock out. Gambit switched out at what, like... I've Terra already, so... Oh shit, he Terra go. Oh wow, I survived. It's a really big survival. Unless he has like Sucker Punch or something. Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, and now I just hex suckers as he should. But Tusk beats Gambit, obviously. Gambit. Well, the screen tells situation really that really put me in a bind. Thankfully, I didn't forfeit because Garg was. I mean, the likelihood of me running into, I suppose for a combine user, I get the logic of Psychic though. I'll put Side Shock on there. Just in case we run into some shit like that again. If I had Side Shock, that Screen Tails was in the dirt. You can grab one last one. Excuse me. The Terra, I forgot that he hadn't Terra'd yet. So, thankfully, Polt still ate. Because he, Zoroark's strong, but Polt isn't the frailest thing in the world. Polt be eating hits. And we were facing another Zoroark, so hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. That was an interesting one. Armor Rouge is both games. Armor Rouge didn't save us there. Because if I tricked him, I'm pretty sure I got swept. Because he would have been spexed. And he knew I was crit fishing. So he just eventually knocked out my Armor Rouge. Similarly, Garg could do its damn thing here. It's just, quite a few things that could stop me. But they might not stop me at all. So, let's see. Corviknight's the glue. Like, very few of his mons can actually 2-hit KO him, or depending on the tusk. If he's regular tusk, very few mons. So he's looking at either sporing it or tricking it. Polt subduing things is annoying as hell to him. Terrifying Gambit is terrifying Gambit. You know how that boy gets down. Problem is if I put myself in an awkward spot with. So I'm actually gonna do is Armor Rouge. He actually led Valiant. That was a horrible decision. Like, especially when you don't guard against this at all. So I'm assuming he's gonna hard Dragonite. I really want to trick. I'm gonna give him my specs. Because he'd be just sacking this if he stayed in. But he shouldn't be able to one-shot me with anything. You'd either go hard Dragonite or Gambit hard. Either way, trick is blessed here. The reason I knew it, no, it's Valiant is because it fucking boosted. So he gave up his booster and led. This is a horrible lead. Just dreadful. Just absolutely dreadful. Particularly because Gambit, yeah. So me getting, he was banded. Nah, I'm sure he's banded. Let me outrage. Him being not banded anymore is going to be big. And me knowing that his choice is big too. So let's think this through. I'm banded. Once I get rid of this, I can trick this away again. I can trick an item away again. Armor Rouge isn't going anywhere. I know the Dragonite is banded now. The Valiant lost his booster, so my Dragapult behind the sub is going to be blessed. So let's say I go Tusk. What could he pivot to? He could pivot to Amoonguss. EQ'd, which is surprising. Maybe just assume that I may just leave the Armor Rouge in. So getting up Rocks here is going to be critical. Because Amoonguss, I was trying to think, I don't think I'm stopping this Amoonguss from coming in anyway. But I doubt it's covert. And I'm not sweeping with my Garg. He pivots to Tusk. Interesting. It's not 2-hit on me. Let's say I Terra now and Curse. Is Valiant showing me? I just don't want to deal with a potential trick from Zoroark. If I Terra Curse, what else would I Terra? I actually like Dragapult's typing in this. Would I Terra Gambit? It's possible, actually. It's not out of the question. I'd lose my item here and then I'd start cursing down. Alternatively, I'd go Tusk, get knocked off. So I'm actually going to Terra here and Salt Cure first because you're going to knock off the first turn. And this is for the long term. Sorry if you heard me get up. I had something on the stove. I had to. So I'll curse this first turn. This boy getting greedy. The boy getting mad greedy. Mad greedy. He's like, I'm going to get them rocks up and I'm going to spin jam. Okay, you go for it. I'm gonna have this Tusk mad low. That's what's about to happen. Assault Cure again. So Amoonguss must be interesting. What are you gonna do to me? I know this is a bit premature. I'm not doing it because I'm expecting the sweep. So, oh my goodness, this is blessed. Oh, this is Zoroark. And he was Grass now, but he's not Specs. Shit. He got me there. Now, yeah, he got me. I wasted my Garganacl. It's annoying. It is what it is. So the defog here. The leftovers are clutch. Look at that leftovers. I'm eating that like it's nothing. Now, Zoroark being gone is a big deal. I don't know why he went Tusk. It's like he's trying to lose to King's Gambit, and I will allow him. Because Tusk loses to Corviknight. Yeah, he can knock my item off, but now what? You just traded 38%, well, a little less than that. But as I said, he couldn't deal with Corviknight anyway. So he's trading his Tusk. So now Gambit, does he Terra did? I suppose he's saying he didn't Terra flying, but if that's the case, interesting. Very interesting. Like, why U-turn here? Let's say I U-turn, he stays in. He's obviously gonna Spore. I get Gargan and pivot. I leave. If he leaves it in, I Brave Bird. If he goes Gambit on the Brave Bird, I have Tusk. What's his pivot to Tusk? He'd go back to Amoonguss. But if he leaves this Amoonguss in, I'm in such a great spot. Be a little greedy. He goes back to Tusk, which is the worst possible play because it doesn't get you anything. Like you're back in the same spot. And it also, yeah, like I think bro's really just I'll roost the first turn to see what he'll do. He's frustrated, so he's 3000% fire punching if he has it. His choice specs as well, so it's not doing any damage. He has no ground immunity. So if I EQ, I 2-K or KO everything on his team. Amoonguss, yeah. Oh, Amoonguss does not get 2-KO. So my play there was the rocks then. Okay. Made a mistake. That's fine. So now, I don't think his thing is Lum. We'll see. So he Spores. Now he Gigas as I Amoonguss. Oh, Armor. Even if he Spores again, I'm fine. Armor Rouge is not that big a deal. That was a very risky Spore. But as you can see, my opponent just kind of clicks things. No, that's what I've gathered at least. So now we'll pivot to Pulse. Because I know he's just in a Tusk again. This allows me... should sack... hey, I don't want to show him that I have sub. I don't think he switches it out. It's not really about... I'm thinking, okay, well, is it useful? Is it worth showing him sub here? If I sub, he's definitely leaving it in. If he goes Mungus, see what happens. Yeah, dude's really lost his mind if he went Mungus on my Bolt. Is there a reason not to Wisp? No, there's not. Because Wisp, yeah, covers for Gambit being Lum. And it's not, I figured. Should 2-KO easily. Not should 2-KO. What am I saying? Should 2-KO Gambit. He's going to switch here. Oh, he's like, okay, nah. He's like, nah. Should switch this turn. Yeah. It's risky, but I mean, it's nothing you can do to my Corviknight. Oh, it actually took a lot more. He predicted me there and then went for the Thunderbolt. Good play. I need this low enough. What do I want to do here? Because if I weaken this, then my Corviknight is so useful. My Armor Rouge being asleep is actually a pain in my ass. Is this... Because right now my Gambit wins. If I Brave Bird this, I'll Brave Bird it. I shouldn't get recoiled. Kill him. I know that like the thing about it is that Corviknight low-key beat his entire team by itself, but at the same time, for me to do what it would take to keep my Corviknight there, make the game a lot longer. When I think my Dragapult just coming in and subbing will do the trick. Yeah, I don't see what his counterplay to that is. So I also Dragonite. I want to say I KO him. Not 1,000 on that. Not 1,000. But we can always just go Tusk here. Even if he outrages, gets rocks up. And it's set up fodder for my Gambit. Which I think sweeps now. I don't want to remove his item. That's the only thing I can do if I stay in. The outrage is doing a lot more than I expected, truth be told. But I can just go for Iron Head. We have fallen 1. It should go hard Tusk. It's annoying. He survived. Yeah, he survived like comfortably too. That's actually really a big deal that he survived comfortably. Because I know he's gonna rocks this turn. If he's not careful, I was gonna say if he's not careful, I would have could have Great Tusk swept him, but it would depend on what my Great Tusk set was. So now Among Us is just fine. We sack Garg here, see Gigas, and Tusk. Tusk is not enough. If I go Dry Pulse sub, that's game, right? Unless I'm missing something, because he has to go Gambit. And it's probably Black Glasses the way he's playing. I need the pull. He's probably doing double, but he can't afford to. So we get to spin here. Should sack Among Us, but getting rid of the rocks is useful. Well, it's not sack Among Us, go Among Us rather. He can't Spore. I just realized that he already put something to sleep, so my Gambit is not even at risk. Depends on what his other move is. It could be what's it called? My double the Tusk. Yeah. Problem is that Tusk can't really do anything to stop my Tusk. Like I can spin infinitely. And now I have fallen 2. So it's EQ here. Sacks his Gambit. Good play. Now again we probably doubles the Tusk, but there's like nothing you can do, you know. I don't know what he went for there. It doesn't matter. Tusk should die now, right? And fall into D-Knight. D-Knight would only be able to knock me out with EQ. I don't need my Tusk anymore. Yeah. We just spin and wrap it up. So, some fun games. This one I could have played a little cleaner. I didn't want this to extend. Because for example, the Corviknight, the hard switch, I knew even the Garg setting up so early, none of the plays I made would lose me the game if they didn't work perfectly, meaning I knew even if the Zoroark somehow caught my Garg, it wouldn't lose me the game. But the mileage I'd get off beating down his Great Tusk and all the other things that he'd have to do to get my Garg to switch out, I knew it would have been something worth it to speed the game up. Now in a tour, I'd have played it a lot more cautiously because I could 100% win this game if I just play out like a 80 turn game. And it was still 51 turns even after the impatience or the decisions I made, so you can imagine. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.